Hi guys, how are you? Today is Monday, January 11th, so this will be posted tomorrow, January 12th. So hope you guys had a good weekend. It was so nice over the weekend to see the sunshine, which for the last week there was like no sun shining in the Cleveland area. So it was so nice to have a beautiful sunny weekend. It was chilly, but the sun was out, so it always makes you feel good. Today's class, we're going to get up and get moving because it's the new year. We kind of eased into things last week with a meditation and a seated yoga class. So today we're up and at it. So what you will need today is your mat, your blocks, or stacked blankets, and either a chair or a wall to help you with balance. So go ahead, we're going to start off in child's pose today. So go ahead, take the knees wide, bring the toes together. If you'd like to, you can plop a block or your stacked blankets under your butt just to make it more comfortable, and then fold, and you can fold onto a block at your head if that's more comfortable. If being in child's pose is not comfortable for you, then just take a comfortable seat. And as with every yoga class, if a pose hurts you or bothers you, please do not do that pose. Just go back to a previous pose or sit still, close your eyes, take a couple breaths, and then we'll be on to the next pose. But yoga should never hurt. So go ahead, take a child's pose. Reach those arms down long. In your option, if you want the arms to be active, you can spread the fingers wide and lift the elbows up off the mat. If you want it to be a little bit more restorative, more relaxing, rest the elbows and forearms down. But just close your eyes. Begin to let the outside world go. And bring your awareness onto yourself and onto your breathing. And so my quote for today is, before you try to fix someone else's vibe, make sure you're not killing your own in the process. Protect your own energy first. Before you try to fix someone else's vibe, make sure you're not killing your own in the process. Protect your own energy first. And I think that's true by nature. I think innately people want to help other human beings out, whether it be a friend, a family member, a child, a parent, whoever it is. I think innately we all are kind-hearted, good people who want to help others. But sometimes that helping others can almost be toxic to yourself. And that's what this quote means, is it's fine to help others. It's great to help others. But if you're losing yourself in the process, if it's taking more energy out of you to help them, if it's creating more negative energy for you, if it's making you feel bad about yourself, then maybe you want to rethink that helping. Maybe you want to say, you know what, you kind of got to figure this one out on your own because my energy is spent, or I don't like how I feel after I try helping you. I feel more anger, upset, frustration, and those are negative feelings that I don't want to feel anymore. So just be mindful of what times when you do try to help others, that you're not losing yourself in the process, and preserve you and what's important to you. Go ahead and take a couple more breaths in your child's pose, but this time in your child's pose, if you aren't already, spread the fingers wide, lift those elbows up off the mat, making your arms active all the way down to your fingertips. And then press those fingertips down and make like you're trying to pull the mat towards your body. So it really activates your arms all the way up into the shoulders, into the back by the scapula. Take a couple breaths. Don't hold your breath because you're making like you're pulling the mat towards you. And just starting to engage those muscles and waking them up. And then go ahead and relax those muscles, relax those arms, go ahead and drag your hand out on your mat. And then go ahead and come on up to your tabletop position. Tabletop, shake your bum out a little bit. And then there's a couple options for this next pose that you can do here at the side. So, you can take a traditional puppy dog or a shortened down dog. So you can keep your knees right where they're at the tabletop and take the arms or hands and giant step forward and then press down. Or if you'd like to get a little bit more of a hip action in it, you can take the right knee and you're going to cross it over the left, right behind. So just cross it over and then go ahead, stretch those arms long and press back. So it's like a modified puppy dog, but it gets into that hip a little bit more than what you can with just a traditional puppy dog pose. And then inhale, rock the hands back on your shoulders, uncross that right knee. If it was crossed, shake it out a little bit. And we're going to repeat on the other side. So if you didn't cross the leg, just push back into your puppy dog after you take your hands and giant step forward. If you're across the knee, left knee crosses over the right behind. Hands go forward and then push back. And then inhale, walk the hands back under the shoulders. Press on up, uncross that knee if it was crossed. If it wasn't crossed, you can just start to shake your bum out. And then everybody shake your bum out. And then just go ahead and reach that right arm up high to the sky. Reach. And then exhale, come down, thread your needle on the right. If it's hard for you to twist and get all the way down to the mat, you can take your block and rest your shoulder on the block, rest your head on the block, or if you want to bolster your stacked blankets, again, just raising the floor to you. Bring that left arm back around your mat. Slowly uncurl that right, take it back up high in the sky. Reach. And then exhale that right hand down, shake it out a little bit. And then you're gonna twist and reach that left arm up high in the sky. Broaden across the chest. And then exhale, come down, thread your needle. Again, you can take the block and tuck it under that left shoulder to raise the floor to you. Set your hips from your shoulder. Right hand can stay down, it can reach up, it can tuck behind your back. And then bring that right arm back to your mat if it's not there already. Slowly take that left arm back up to the sky. Reach. And then exhale, drop that left hand down. Shake your bum out. And then if it's comfortable for you, sit back on your heels. If it's not comfortable for you to sit like that, you could tuck a block underneath your bum and sit back. You can tuck 2 blocks underneath your bum and sit back. If it's still not comfortable for you, then just come to a comfortable cross-legged position, whichever works best for you and your body. I just want you to sit nice and tall. And then inhale, reach those arms down and up. Exhale your hands on down. Again, inhale, reach those arms out and up. Exhale those hands on down. One more time. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes. Set your intention for today's practice. Gently lower the hands on and down. If you are seated on your feet like your knees are sitting on your heels, you can stay right there. If you are not, you could stay right there too. I just want you to reach those arms out and up. Take that right arm forward, left arm back. And then I want you to goal post them there. And just try and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Then extend the forearms back out to a T. Inhale, both arms back up. And then exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, and then bend at the elbow to go post those arms. And again, try squeezing those shoulder blades broad across the chest. Reach out through the forearms again. Inhale, both arms back and up. Look up at your hands. And then exhale those arms down, around. Shimmy it out a little bit. And go ahead and come back into your tabletop. I'm just going to pull my hair back. And just go ahead and round the spine. Bring your chin to your chest. Come into your cat pose. So round the spine, chin to chest. And then inhale, belly low, chin up. One more time, exhale to cat, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly low, chin up. Come back to a neutral position. Your back is flat, your belly is pulling in. And we're just going to do some balance here on our knees with some movement and tie it to our breath. So go ahead and inhale, stretch that right leg back. Exhale, bring it under and round your spine. Inhale, stretch that right leg back. Exhale, round it, bring it under. One more time, inhale, reach that right leg back. And then exhale, pull that knee on through, hollow out the belly. And then inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, drop that knee on down, shake it on out. Same thing on the left side. So go ahead and extend that left leg back on inhale. Exhale, pull that knee up and under, hollow out the belly, round the spine. Inhale, stretch that left leg back. Exhale, go ahead and pull it under. One more time, inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, pull it through and under. And then inhale, reach it back. Exhale, drop that knee on down. Shake it on out. If you want to take the knees wide, toes together, push back to child's pose. And then pull your hands back, put them underneath your shoulders, come back on the tabletop again. We're going to do another movement tied with our breath again in a balance. So this time I'm going to turn and face forward because I think it might be a better angle this way. So you're in your tabletop and you are going to extend that right leg back behind you. Then exhale, pull that right knee up towards that right shoulder or elbow. And then inhale, push it back. Exhale, bring that knee forward to the shoulder. Inhale, push it back. Exhale, pull it forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, drop that knee down, shake it on out. One more time on the last side. So inhale, stretch that left leg back. Exhale, pull that left knee towards the left shoulder or elbow. Inhale, push that left leg back. Exhale, pull it forward. One more on the side. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, pull it on forward. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, drop that left knee down. Push back to a closed-legged child's pose. Stretch those arms nice and long. Take a deep breath in here. And a deep breath out. Come back into your tabletop position. This time you're going to curl your toes under and you're going to push your hips up and back and knees back and come into your downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk the dog out a little bit. And then in your dog, step that right foot forward about 6 to 12 inches. So that right knee is deeply bent. And then really work on trying to get that left heel down towards the earth. It's a huge stretch to the back of the calf. Take that right foot back into your downward facing dog. Step that left foot forward, giant step. And then really focus on trying to get that right heel down towards the earth. It's not going to get there, but it's a wonderful, wonderful stretch up the back of the ankle, the calf, back of the knee, even getting into your hamstring. And then take that left foot back. Take a deep breath in your dog. Deep exhale. Inhale, look forward at your hands. And go ahead and step that right foot between your hands. Drop the back knee down. You can grab your blocks if you'd like, and you're going to go ahead and lean deep into that front knee. Hands can stay on your blocks, they can come to your knee, or they can come all the way up, whatever feels good for you. Really opening up that left hip flexor. Then exhale those hands on down to your blocks or your mat. Push your bum on back, let your head fold and be heavy. And then come on up. Take your blocks to the high setting and take that right block to the inside of that right foot. And you're going to walk that right foot up to the side until it makes a 90-degree angle. Your left or right ankle is right underneath your knee. It's out to the side, making a right angle. Keep your blocks close by. So, what you are going to do is you're going to inhale, reach those arms out and up. Reach, reach, reach. Pull the belly in. Squeeze that bum nice and tight. And then next exhale, you're going to lean over to the right and drop that right forearm down onto that shin, or onto that thigh, sorry. I was looking at my shin. Reach, getting a side body stretch. And then inhale, come back up, bring those arms out to a T. Take one of your blocks off to the left side, have it on the high setting, and you're going to inhale that right arm up, and you're going to lean over to the left now. Inhale, come back on up, arms are out to a T. Go ahead and straighten that right knee. Flex that foot. Toes are pointing towards the sky. You can stay right here. If this is enough of a balance challenge, it's totally fine. If you want to go a little further, go ahead and tip your fingertips towards those toes. So you should feel this in your side body. You might feel it on the inner thigh, part of the psoas muscle. Your adductors are stretching. If you want to go a little deeper, reach that left arm up over your ear. Then you really add in the side body. Take a couple breaths. And then next inhale, come all the way up. Bring your hands to your blocks. Bend that knee back up. Bring that right knee forward in front of you. And then just bring that right knee back around. Shake out those hips. And then go ahead and press your hands down. Tuck the toes under. Come into downward facing dog again. On your next inhale, look forward. Step that left foot forward between your hands. Drop the back knee down. You can bring your hands to your blocks. You can bring them to your knees, or you can bring them all the way up. And go ahead and lean deep into that front knee, coming into Anjaneyasana, opening up that right hip flexor this time. Exhale those hands on down to your blocks of the mat. Push your bum back a little bit and fold. And then come on up, bring the blocks to the high setting. Left block comes to the inside of the left foot, and then you're going to walk that foot up to the side so that left ankle is right under the left knee, and your knee is at a 90-degree angle. So go ahead here, reach those arms out and up. Reach, find your balance here. Reach, reach, reach. And then start to lean over to the left, and then drop that left forearm to the left thigh, and you're getting your side body stretch. It's a modified side angle. And then inhale, come back on up. Take a block to the right side of you. Arms come out. And then you're going to tip the right hand towards that right block, reaching that left arm up and over. Side body stretch on the left side now. If you don't need the block, you can reach all the way down to the floor. That's totally fine. Or if you want a lower setting, that's fine too. Whatever works best for you. And then come back up on an inhale. Straighten that left leg, flex that left foot, toes are pointing up to the sky. You can stay right here and work on balance. You can always bring your fingertips to your block in front of you. If you want to go a little deeper, you can tip your fingertips towards that left foot. And going a little deeper still, if you want to reach that right arm up overhead, you add a little bit deeper side body stretch. Inhale, come all the way back up. Bring your hands to your blocks. Bend at that knee, bring it back to a 90-degree angle. Bring that foot back around, bring it to the center. Pause here, sit nice and tall. And then when you're ready, you can bring that left knee back around. And just do some hip circles. Shake it around. Here comes my Maggie. Hi, sweeties. Honey. And then go ahead and tuck those toes back on under. Good job, sweetie pie. Thank you, honey. And push back into your downward facing dog. And then go ahead and look forward. You're going to take your right foot and you're going to step it about halfway up your mat. So halfway up the mat between your hands and your feet. You're going to turn your right toes to the right. And you're going to turn that left foot onto the outside knife edge of that left foot. So both sets of toes are turning to the right. So you're kind of coming in a modified side plank. You can have your blocks here. You can stay right here if this is enough for you. It's a modified side plank. If you would like to take it a little easier, you can always drop the hip down and come like this for a modified. If you want to go a little further, you can take that top arm and reach it up over your head. Bring that right hand back to the block or the mat. Start to curl back onto the right toes and left toes. Step that right foot back into your downward facing dog. And then drop to the knees. Push back to a closed-legged child's pose. Take a deep breath in here. And a deep breath out. Inhale, come back on up. Tuck those toes under. Lift the hips and knees back on up. And then again, step that left foot forward about half the distance between your hands and your feet. Turn the left toes out towards the left. And turn the right toes to the left, coming onto the knife edge side of your foot. You can bring your left hand to your blocks. You're in a modified side plank, and you can stay right here. If that's a little much on your wrist, you can always drop the hips down and sit like this for, it's like a side body, kind of modified side plank, a little bit of a hip opener here. If you are back in this position, you want to go a little deeper still, you can always reach that left arm up over your ear. Slowly drop that left hand back to your block or your mat. Curl onto both sets of toes. Step that left foot back to come into downward facing dog. And then again, drop to your knees. Push the hips back, come into child's pose, at your child's pose. And this time bring your arms down by your sides and give those shoulders a rest. Because we just did a lot of dogs, we did a side plank variation. So the shoulders need a little bit of a rest. And then while you're here, if you can clasp your hands, if you can have one hand grab the opposite wrist, or grab opposite elbows, opposite forearms, just broaden across your chest wherever you're at, just to create some space. And then release whatever arm bind you have. Bring the arms back, forward. Come back in a tabletop. You're going to step that right foot forward, curl the back toes under. You can take your blocks to the high setting. You can stay right here in your high lunge. You can bring them to the knee, or you can come all the way up into full crescent lunge. Take a couple breaths here. Again, opening up that hip flexor, legs are strong. And then exhale, bring your hands down to your blocks. Take your blocks maybe 6 inches in front of that front foot. And then you're gonna slowly start to shift your weight into that right foot. The left toes are dragging. And then your left toes can stay kickstand there. They can lift a little bit. They can lift a lot of it. Whatever feels good. Your hands and your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. We're just working some balance here. And then next exhale, drop that left foot right next to the right. And go ahead and release and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale and bow. Inhale here. Exhale to roll all the way back up to a stand, reaching those arms out and up. Exhale to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more time. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale and fold. Go ahead and step back to a downward facing dog. And then go ahead and drop down to your knees. And then take that left foot in between your hands. You'll curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee up. And you can stay here in your lunge with your hands on your blocks. You can bring one hand to the knee, both hands to the knee, arms up, whatever your arm variation you'd like. But now we're again opening up that right hip flexor. Exhale your hands on down to your blocks. Take those blocks about 6 to 8 inches in front of your front foot. Then start to drag that back foot forward, shifting all your weight to that left leg. You can keep those toes kickstand on the floor behind you, or you can raise that foot up a little bit, raise it up medium, raise it up a lot, wherever you want to go. Keep those hands and wrists right underneath your shoulders, pulling the belly in, squeeze through your bum. Just working a little bit of balance here. And then next exhale, drop that right foot next to the left foot and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale and bow. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly begin to roll back up to a stand, reaching those arms out and up. Exhale to mountain pose. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Go ahead and reach those arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale and fold. Go ahead and toe heel your feet about mat distance. Make sure your blocks are handy in case you need them. And then go ahead and bend at the knees. We're going to take our Malasana variation, whichever variation feels good for you. So you can take your feet about mat distance, bend at the knees, and stay right here with your hands on your blocks. Keep your back nice and flat, pulling the belly in, squeezing through the bum and the hips. Stay right here if you'd like. If you want to take your hands off the blocks and work some balance, that's fine too. If you want to sink down a little lower, you can go a little lower, hands up or hands on blocks. If you want to go all the way into full Malasana, you can sink your hips all the way down and come into Malasana. Any and all variations are totally fine, but just take a couple breaths where you're at. We're just working some range of motion of our ankles, knees, and hips. This way we can get up off the floor. And then wherever variation you are at, drop your hands to your blocks or the mat. Slowly start to straighten the legs, and then let the head fall and be heavy. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Keep the left hand planted, twist and reach that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, lower that right hand down. Inhale, switch. Reach that left arm to the sky and twist. Exhale and down. We're going to do Malasana one more time, okay, just because it's so important. So go ahead and bend to your degree your knees. If it's here, great. If it's here, great. Wherever you want to go. Hands can stay on the blocks the whole time, or they can come to prayer, whichever feels best for you. Then drop your hands to your blocks or your mat, straighten your knees, and let the head fall and be heavy. Lift up halfway to a flat back, and you can take your blocks with you. I'm going to turn back straight. You can take your blocks with you if you'd like, or you can just go to the floor and just walk both hands over to the left foot or ankle, and then let your head fall and be heavy. Inhale, walk the hands back through center, and then take the hands off to the right foot, ankle, and then again let your head fall and be heavy. Inhale, walk the hands back to center. Bring your hands to your hips. And then slowly with a straight spine, squeeze through your core, squeeze through your glutes. Come up to a stand. Okay, step it all out. Okay, so we did a little balance with our blocks before. Now we're going to balance with our chair. So I'm going to start with my chair over on this side first, because that's where I was at first. So left hand goes onto your chair, or it can touch the wall if you don't have a chair and you're using a wall. So either way is totally fine. Weight goes to your left foot. I want you to bring that right knee up into your chest, keeping that foot nice and flexed. You can stay here and try and find your balance, reaching the arms out, reaching up. Or if you want to, you can extend that right leg out in front of you. However, catch is, if you extend that right leg out, or even if your knee's bent, I don't want you being like this or like this. I want that spine nice and long and tall. So leg lower, knee lower, to keep the spine nice and tall. So either variation is totally fine. Then exhale, bend that knee in, lower the hands down, release the leg down, walk it on out. Shifting to the other side, I'm just going to switch my chair. If you need to turn on the wall or whatever you have to do. Weight goes into the right foot this time. Again, inhale, lift that left knee to your chest. You can stay here if this is enough for you, or if you want to try and straighten that leg, you certainly can. If you want to try and balance, you certainly can. Keep the spine nice and long. Inhale that knee into your chest. Exhale, lower the hands down, lower the leg down, walk it on out. Turn and face your wall or your chair straight on, and just take a downward facing dog just because it feels like a great release after balancing. And let your head fall between your hands. And then inhale, come forward, step that right foot forward, a giant step. Take the left foot forward, a giant step. Walk it on out. I'm just going to shove my chair to the side because I'm done with that. And then come and have a seat on your mat. Sit how it's ever comfortable. I'm going to stay seated on my heels because I'm short, so I like to be up a little taller. But if you want to sit crisscross applesauce, that's fine, or legs straight out, that's fine too. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your right arm out to a T. Flip that palm up, raise that arm up. So now the palm will be facing back behind you. Then bend at that elbow, and then just use your left hand and hug that left elbow, or right elbow, just to guide that arm back so you're getting a tricep stretch. Try to keep your chin parallel. Take a couple breaths here. Then inhale, release that left hand from the elbow. Exhale, straighten that right arm, lower it back on down, shake it on out. Take the left arm out to a T, palm faces up. Raise that arm up so the palm faces back behind you. Bend at that elbow, right hand comes around, hugs that elbow, and kind of guides it a little bit back and down your back. Keep the chin parallel. And again, getting a nice tricep stretch on the left. And then release that right hand from the elbow, straighten that left arm and lower it down on an exhale. Shake it on out. Okay, go ahead and take those arms back to a T. Cross the right arm on top. Bend at the elbows coming into eagle arms. You don't have to double wrap, you can just keep it as a single. Then go ahead and raise those elbows up. Tilt the forearms to your left and then tilt your right ear to the right. Bring your head and neck back up. Bring the forearms back up. Release the arms out to a T. Exhale on down. Shake it on out. Arms back out to a T again. Cross in front, left arm on top. Bend at the forearms. Again, you don't have to double wrap. Just the forearms together is enough. Tilt your arms to the right and bring your ear to the left. Inhale, bring the head and neck back vertical. Exhale, the arms go vertical. Release the bind, stretch it out. Exhale, lower it down. Do some big shoulder rolls just to release any tension that might have built up. Pardon Maggie barking. I don't know what she saw in the yard, or a truck driver delivering something. She's always got to bark at something. Her whole 7 pounds of dynamite is just fierce inside the house. And then come and swing your feet around. Come have a seat on your bum if you aren't already. Stretch those legs out. Shake them on out. Point and flex your feet a couple times. And then go ahead and bring that left foot to the inside of that right thigh. Take that right leg out on a slight diagonal. Sit nice and tall, and you're going to twist over that bent leg first. So we usually do the opposite, but I want to go opposite today because I just feel like it. So sit here, tall over the bent leg. Inhale that left arm up. The right arm kind of stays here in your lap, and you're just going to go ahead and side bend over to the right. Inhale, come back on up, lower that arm on down. Twist your body back to center. Reach both arms up. Now twist to the straight leg, the right leg, and then go ahead and fold forward. Inhale, come back up, raise those arms up with you. Exhale those arms down. Stretch that left leg out, shake it on out. And then pull that right foot into your inner left thigh. Left leg goes on a slight angle. Sit tall. You're going to twist your body over the bent knee or the right knee. Inhale that right arm up, left arm stays in your lap or on the floor. And then go ahead and side bend over to the left. Inhale, come back up, lower that arm down, twist back to center. Inhale, both arms up, twist your body over that straight leg or the left leg, And then go ahead and fold forward over that left leg. Inhale both arms back up. Exhale both arms down. Stretch that right leg out. Shake it on out. And so we're going to get to our outer hips now. So you can choose what you'd like if you want to lay down. Actually, no, we're all going to lay down. Never mind. I changed my mind. I'm not giving you a choice. So go ahead and lay down on your mat. Have your knees bent. And actually, before we go into our hip opener, let's just take a bridge pose. So hands are down by your side. Your feet are about hip distance apart. And when you're ready, inhale, press those feet down. Lift those hips up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze through your bum. You can clasp your hands under your back if you want. Take a couple breaths here in your bridge pose. Gotta get a little bit of a back bend in. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Go ahead and rock those knees side to side a little bit. And then go ahead and take that right ankle, cross it over the left knee. Keeping a hard flex to that right foot. You can stay right here if that's enough. Or if you want to go a little deeper, you can pull that left thigh towards your chest and then clasp your hands around that left thigh. Pulling that left thigh in towards your chest, deepening that hip stretch on the right. So close your eyes, take a few breaths here. Allow that hip to create some space. Inhale, release that left foot down if it's lifted. Exhale and cross that right ankle. Go ahead and windshield wiper your legs side to side. And then switch into the other leg. So left ankle on top of right knee. It could stay right here if that's a deep enough stretch. If you want to go a little deeper, you can pull that right thigh towards your chest. And then hug on with your hands to the back of that right thigh. Keep both feet nice and flexed so the legs stay active all the way down to the toes. And close your eyes and take a few breaths. Inhale, release that right foot back down. Uncross the left ankle. Windshield wiper the legs again, side to side. Come back to center. Pull both knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Lift your head and shoulders up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then lower the head and shoulders down. Keep the knees into your chest. Take the arms out to a T, palms facing up, and drop both knees off to the left for a spinal twist. Inhale, come back to center. Stretch the legs up to the sky. Point and flex your feet a couple times. And then bend the knees back into your chest. And then drop both knees off to the right for a twist. And then inhale, come back to center. Again, stretch both legs up to the sky. And just allow gravity to help the blood flow back to your heart, back to your head. I'm so sorry, sorry guys, she's just going crazy up there. Oh, Maggie. And then bend your knees one at a time into your chest. Lower your feet one at a time back down to your mat. Stretch your legs down long, reach the arms up overhead. Full body stretch, stretch, stretch. And then next exhale, take your legs about as wide as your mat. Take your arms away from your palms facing up. And then start to settle in for your Shavasana. If you can stay in your Shavasana a little longer, please do so. If not, begin to deepen your breath. Make some small movements with your fingers and your toes. Bend your knees on up and slowly roll off to your right side. Pause there, take a breath or two. And then when you're ready, bring yourselves back to a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes closed and bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you guys for practicing with me here today. I greatly appreciate all your love and all your support. And remember, don't let trying to fix somebody else's energy or their problems deplete your energy or change who you are. You still have to be true to yourself and protect your own energy, your own heart. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. And may your mind be at ease. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Again, pardon Maggie barking. I don't know what she was barking at about there. I hope it didn't bother you guys too much in the class. So please have a great start to your week. Wear your mask, wash your hands, stay safe. I love and miss you. Sending you lots of hugs and kisses. Mwah. Bye guys.